we will learning Scratch. Hello everyone, let's learn about a few more blocks in Scratch, which will help us add more functionality to the project. In the previous class, we have learnt about the different blocks that help the sprite perform specific actions. In this chapter, we will learn how to perform various mathematical operations to solve a problem and how to use sensing blocks. First, we will talk about sensing block and its execution. Sensing blocks are among the 8 categories of Scratch blocks. They are color-coded light blue. The sensing blocks can be used to determine the mouse pointer's location and its distance from a sprite. Sensing blocks give your sprites the ability to sense an action. For example, it helps detect whether a sprite is colliding with another sprite in the stage area. These blocks can be used to detect when the user presses a specific key. Sensing a mouse click. The sensing block will respond when we click the right mouse button. This means that we can design a sprite or part of our program in a way that it would respond to our actions. This is another example of event-driven programming. The script will execute when the mouse button is clicked. When a key is pressed, this block can be used to detect when the users press a specific key on the keyboard. When sprites collide with the edge, we can also use sensing blocks to build a script that will have the sprite respond when it touches another sprite or the edge of the stage. The script shown on the right is an example of this. In this script, the sprite will respond when it touches the edge of the stage. The sprite will follow the mouse pointer around the stage, and when it touches the edge of the stage, it will play the sound of a cat meowing. When two sprites collide, this is used to respond to an event when the sprite comes in contact with another sprite. This is done by telling the sprite to do something when one color touches another color. For example, the code on the right tells the sprite to change to the next costume when we click on the white or black color in the stage area. Asking a question. This block allows us to ask a question and stores keyboard input in the answer block. The question appears in a voice balloon on the screen. The script waits as the user types a response and presses the enter key. Finally, the script will display the result stored in the answer block. Okay, now we will talk about how to using operators. Has a question ever crossed your mind about scripting math equations in Scratch? If yes, then the solution is here. Operators blocks are one of the 10 categories of Scratch blocks used for scripting math equations and string handling. They are color-coded light green. The operators group's blocks consists of basic arithmetic operations, logical operations, and various functions, both arithmetic and on texts. All blocks in this category are used as arguments for other blocks. Below is the description of most blocks in this category. Basic arithmetic blocks: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. In the edit boxes, arguments should be provided. The above script makes use of mod operator that will return the remainder of 2 values. The block will generate random values within the specified range. In the edit box, we should specify the lower and upper range of the random number to be picked. The block should be used as an helping block for another block. Comparison blocks: less than, equal to, greater than. These blocks are used to compare values. In the edit boxes, we should state specific values to be compared. These blocks are used most often in the if, repeat until, and wait. Working with variables. Do you remember using placeholders while making a presentation? It is an empty box where we can type text. In programming, variables act like placeholders. A variable is a name given to a place in the computer's memory. When we want to access or use what is inside the variable or box, we simply use the variable's name instead of using the actual value that is inside the box. Using variables has an advantage of being able to use the variable at any later time. Creating a variable. Variables are found in the data category in the block palette. To create a variable. Step 1. Click the variable category in the block palette. Step 2. Click the Make a Variable button. Step 3. Name the variable. Step 4. Use the options available. Step 5. Observe. The variable is placed inside the stage area now. Okay, now let us talk about conditional statement control blocks. Most of the programs we have made till now had only one possible way of running a program. While the program runs, we wait and watch, and then it finishes. At times, however, we want to have programs that respond differently in different situations. We might want the programs to say, hey, you win when we win the game, or better luck next time if we lose. The ability to make decisions based on specific criteria is an essential part of programming. Scratch's control category contains fundamental blocks, equivalent to instructions controlling programming languages, loops, conditional instructions. Below is a description of all the blocks in this category except for sprite cloning. This block stops the script execution for a specified time. The default value can be edited. This block will repeat a set of instructions a specified number of times. The default number of repetitions can be edited. This block will repeat a set of instructions forever until the interrupting button, the stop button, is pressed. The if block is a decision structure that gives you the ability to specify whether a set of commands should or should not be executed based on the result of a test condition. If the block's condition is true, then the code inside the if part of the block is executed. If the condition is false, no code is executed. Example. A conditional instruction block first checks a condition place between if-then. If the condition is correct, true, the blocks placed after if-then will execute. If the condition is not correct, false, the blocks placed after else will execute. Conditions are built with the use of blocks of the sensors and operators categories. Example. Stops the execution of a script or scripts. Let us quickly have a look on chapter review. Sensing blocks are used to determine the mouse pointer's location, distance from other sprites, and whether a sprite is touching another sprite. The category of operators groups blocks of basic arithmetic operations, logical operations, and various functions. A variable is a name given to a place in the computer's memory. The ability to make decisions based on certain criteria is an important part of programming. The if block is a decision structure that gives you the ability to specify whether a set of commands should or should not be executed based on the result of a test condition.